I say, guys, welcome back. It is 12:33, so it is officially the next day, and we are gonna just go ahead and continue back off from where I left. But before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and burn another incense, and I am doing the white sage one, getting rid of any negativity. Oh, Shaky Graves. I love this guy. I have seen him twice in concert. Once in Charlottesville at the Jefferson, and the second time at Richmond at Maymont Park. I really like him a lot. And he's a great guy too. So if you don't know who he is, check him out. Shaky Graves. I do not own the rights to any of this music. It is not mine. But I am more than willing to educate you guys on who they are if you are interested in that. So, earth with the clove, all the mini crystals that I have, including the one I reviewed last, the Super 7, earth, fire, wind, water. So, turkey time is coming up soon. Thanksgiving. The time of giving thanks. So, attitude of gratitude. You don't have to wait until Thanksgiving to do that. Just saying. All right. 144 on the timer to the 144. The 144,000. It is not a number of people. It is a frequency of consciousness. Check it out. And that's probably exactly what's happening right now is the frequency. 202, the God consciousness frequency is finally reaching enough people to maybe possibly make a change in this world, or at least we're starting to like wake up, and hopefully consciousness will spread quickly. Because yes, girl, I know. It's Beans. She wants to get close. But like I was saying, yes, now is definitely a time where if we do have a hive mind collective like thing going on, like a Rick and Morty Trinity thing, then sign me up. Because I'm going to tell you what, people sometimes, the way that they think, they are not thinking. They might as well be in a hive mind that's of, people thinking about other people and being good people than a hive mind of the other direction. Because that's the thing too. Hive mentality could be either or. And there is very much a hive mentality in the whole, MAGA hive over there. They definitely got a whole likey think thing going on there. So, and so does the other side. Like I said, I am neither when it comes to politics. I do not label myself as either. I think for myself. The end. I unfortunately in America have to pick the lesser of two evils. That did not go my way this time, so I guess we'll see what happens with this particular evil. Based on what they did their first term for people like me, I'm not really looking forward to it, you know what I'm saying? Like, great for some of you guys that, don't have to worry about your body, don't have to worry about your race, don't have to worry about your sexual orientation. Great for you guys. Those of us that have to deal with that every day. Oh, and the healthcare system, mental health care system as well. I'm an educator, so I see childhood, school, arts, performing arts, like everything that the money will be taken away from or put more restrictions on, or rights just maybe possibly completely taken away altogether, affects me. Like, there's a certain population on the other side that literally can't stand me because I exist. Yes, nationalists. The ones that back in the day used to wear the bed sheets and go out and burn crosses. Like, these are the people that support that side over there openly. So that's why they're like, oh, don't let politics ruin your family and your friends. And it's like, that's easy for you to say when it doesn't affect you on such a grand scale. But like, God forbid we ever did go into some like Handmaid's Tale shit, I'm screwed. I'm screwed. And that might not be a reality to some of you guys, because you can go out into the world and you can present yourself like who you are internally will not affect you. I can't do that. I don't have that luxury. When I go out, people see a woman of color. They might not know that, you know, I'm an LGBTQ woman of color, but I still already have 2 strikes against me just because of my appearance. And then I'm a very unique, standout kind of, you know, woman of color too. So I'm definitely draw attention when I go to places. Sometimes not the best, just because I'm there. So I deal with stuff like that on a regular basis. So when people tell me that, you know, oh, it must be tough living under a Biden-Harris administration, it's like, yeah, you know, financially maybe it was a little bit hard, 555, but I could say that I never felt scared to like be an American. I can't say the same thing underneath the other administration. A lot of stuff happened underneath the other administration that made me like, for who I am as a person and who I am and exist in this world as, in this form. It's a very real thing for me. The song is called Cherry Blossoms. It is by Nightbeds. Sounds all emotional and stuff, bringing my mood down. So we need to like elevate back up. This song is almost over. Okay. So to continue off, I was going into the second channeling message that I had. And if by some chance, like, you know, because I like to tell you guys things about myself because I want this to feel like you are indeed hanging out with me. You're getting to know me. And eventually, you know, I would hope that I do have the type of engagement where people feel like they want to, you know, engage with me. I'm not doing this just because, you know, I want a bunch of followers. Like, I genuinely would love to engage with people. And I mean, maybe one day I will get to the point to where it's a lot and I might not be able to get back to everyone. But for right now, I'm just starting out. If you engage, I'm going to engage. So please do. It's not about that. I genuinely am trying to get to know people and vice versa. So, I don't even know what this song is called, but I love it. It's French. And I love French. It's just something about French. So hopefully this is not a copyright infringement. I'm showing it. I don't know what it's even called or like how to pronounce it or anything. But yeah, I'm very much into French music sometimes. So this download was while I was cleaning my cat's litter box today. Because like I said, I'll just be randomly doing stuff in life and then get like a downloaded message. So the way I took it was I was cleaning or purifying the cat's litter box, and it's like their shared space. It's one location in the house that all of them share. I mean, they all go there to use the bathroom to get rid of their waste, the toxicness from the things that they have taken into themselves. So they're clearing out all the BS from their lives, literally all the from themselves. So I had this download while that was happening. So I started noticing all this stuff while that was happening. And then I'll read the message of like what I came up with. So helmets, squirrel, ladybug, butterfly, tan and black dog, fall, autumn leaves, a gloomy day, rain, wine glass, a guitar, bones, headphones, a car, like a model classic car, a rock, because I was looking at these stones, the number 8, and that I was being distracted away from doing something. So this is the way that I collectively read that to channel a message. So protect your energy and prepare for the journey ahead. You may need to squirrel away resources, or even yourself at this time. Okay, so let me read that again. Protect your energy and prepare for the journey ahead. You may need to squirrel away resources or even yourself at this time. So in other words, you may need to hermit. There is change coming and luck on your side. A battle of light and dark, head versus heart, ego versus spirit, or ego versus a love space, making decisions from love instead of ego in your head, are taking place externally outside of you. So all of this is happening outside of you. And, you know, the quote-unquote 3D dimension, there's still very much a battle between, you know, good versus evil, light versus dark, ego versus love, you know, head versus heart. That's taking place outside of you, but it's also internally happening as well. So this is where the self-reflection and all of that stuff needs to come from. It's a season of change, a moment to look back at your growth over the past year. Admire the beauty and let the past fall away. Winter tends to be a time of dormancy, often when we have the most internal battles. There will or may be gloomy days ahead, but the rain usually follows. Rain can be misunderstood. Release your pain or cry if you need to, and allow yourself to cleanse yourself of old wounds or childhood traumas. Plants and animals need water more than any other resource to live, so let the rain cleanse you and nurture you at the same time. Don't allow yourself to drown in the downpour. Instead, soak it all in and learn from the experience. A celebration will be had for your growth. There will be great joy and creativity. 1111, make a wish for great joy and creativity. Each note played at the perfect time or divine timing. The past is dead, so listen to your own voice or your own song. Focus on yourself and your own vibe, and your own frequency. You're in a time of transition, getting back to your original self before the world started to change you. You're strong and have built, or you're currently rebuilding a strong foundation for your future. 1144. There is much abundance for you. Be aware of yourself so that you are not distracted by others. People will irritate you for no reason, or you will irritate others for no reason. Get outside and connect with nature. Right now is a time where it seems like seasons are switched, so it almost feels like timeline jump or like a alternate reality, 1212, because yes, we've made it through the portal, and maybe that's why it feels that way. Like I made a video earlier. It's like springtime outside right now. There are literal bulbs and plants coming and sprouting up out of my yard that normally come at the beginning of spring. We are like in the middle of autumn right now. This stuff normally doesn't happen until like March, April, May. But it's happening now. It's like a whole section of time just completely disappeared, and we're just in spring now. Everything's blooming. Everything's, you know, the fruits of our labor are now popping back up. Bang a gong, get it on. It's time, apparently. Like, it's a weird time. I don't remember this being like that when I was growing up in the 80s, this warm weather that we're having. I was outside and stuff like this. It wasn't like this like 2 days ago, but today, yes. In Virginia, yes. It's like springtime. So get outside and connect with nature. The seasons seem like they flipped. Spring-like weather with bulbs and flowers blooming and sprouting. Warm weather with clear skies, not a cloud in the sky or obstacle. It seemed like it was just clear. Very few obstacles today in the sky. Lots of plants, like planes, lots of planes in the sky today, which to me represented like lots of opportunity. Like the sky is clear. There's not many clouds, not very many obstacles, just a bunch of planes, a bunch of opportunities flying around for you. And it was just so bright outside. The sun was so bright because there were no clouds. That's how I took it. Like, your future's so bright, you gotta wear shades. Like, they had a song in the 80s, like, your future's so bright, I gotta wear shades. And it was very, like, I love 80s music. Yeah, it's corny, but yeah. Our future's super bright, clear. Just, some other things I noticed. A spider's web thread. And it could, like, the only way that I could see it was if the light was just reflecting in a certain kind of way. It was super warm light, just kind of embracing kind of light. And then you could see, like, the thread, 1444. And I always thought of spider's webs as being, like, the thread that keeps, like, reality together. Like, the unseen thread of the universal laws of things or energy and things that we can't see with our eye unless we're on a certain frequency or whatever, a certain perspective, different point of view to be able to see that web. Like the interconnectedness of how everything is just held together by stuff that we can't even see. Like, for real. I'm starting to notice repeat numbers again, so I'm hoping that doesn't mean karmic energy. In the past it has meant that, but if you guys are anything like me at this point, you're so apathetic to all of it. You know that good things are coming to you, so you're just like, you know what, guys, do what you're gonna do. Like, seriously, get it on. Get it on with yourself. Just come on. We're over. It's done. So, as I've mentioned before, my animals are a tool of divination for me. So since it was really, really nice and I was wanting to spend time outside today, I was like, I'm going to take my dogs outside, specifically Vader, because as you can see, he's a very big boy and he needs to get exercise whenever I can get him outside. So I took him and Declan outside. And Declan is my tan dog from the Humane Society, so he has someone's karma already tied to him. Like, whoever had him before, like, he is karmically tied to this person. And apparently this person is a big-ass karmic because Declan is a big-ass karmic. Like, I love him to death, but he is a karmic. Vader, I got him when he was 9 weeks old, so he is very much in tune with my energy, and I am an empath, so he is an empath. So that's how I like treat their relationship, to give me an insight into, like, the cats give me a perspective on feminine and male divine energy. The dogs give me a read on empaths and narcissists. So Declan's a narcissist and Vader is an empath. So anyway, I had them outside, and the entire time I was out there, and they're free range. Like, I don't have them on leashes because they are trained enough to know that when I tell them to do something, to do it. They stay in the yard the whole 9. So I'm gonna go ahead and now let it play, because I got, last time I had a copyright, and I'm gonna do it, and hopefully I won't get it this time either, but it was not a copyright infringement. But you know, transparency, like I said, I do not own the rights to this stuff, but once again, this band right here, so if I get flagged again for copyright, I just play with streams. It's not me. I have no control over it. So anyway, I had them outside with me, and Declan was being super clingy the entire time. Like, I mean, literally right, his nose this far away from the back of my leg. Like, no matter where I would walk, he would walk and be like right there clinging to me. I'm like, you have the entire yard. You can go and do whatever you want to do. And he kept doing that until I let him back in the house, because he wanted to come inside of the house so he could be alone back in a dark, cold house. And I live in an older house, so he wanted to be alone to come back inside of an older home that was cold and dark. If that isn't a representation of people that just refuse to acknowledge themselves and wake up, like, they're very comfortable in the old timeline, living in a cold, dark existence, pretending like everything's good, sticking their head in the sand, not even paying attention, not even realizing that it's sunny outside and seeing another point of view. Vader, on the other hand, he was super energetic. He was exploring around the yard. He was happy. He was playful, basking in the sun. He was observing everything. And when he was in a state of resting, he was very content. Just very, like, in the moment, loved to be out there, enjoying it, living his best life. Living his life, it's like, living his life like it's golden. And that's that song that immediately popped in my head. Living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden. Y'all remember that one? He was living his life like it was golden. He wanted to be outside. He was enjoying that shit. So maybe that's where the empaths are getting to, a place to where, you know, you truly are taking a moment to bask in the sun, to realize the growth of where you're at. You're enjoying life for a change. And if you're not, and you are in that population of people that fell underneath the video from last night about possibly going through depression at this time, no one, it's not that you can't ever get to that place. Maybe you are feeling like you want to go back inside of the house and just hibernate, because some of us are going through a time of hermit mode right now as well. But just because you're in a time of hermit mode doesn't mean that you still can't get out and enjoy life. Like, I mean, I am by myself a lot. More often than not, I'm by myself. It's me and my animals. But I still get out and do all of this crap. I don't wait for somebody else to do it for me or with me. I do this shit myself. I know what makes me happy, and I don't wait for another person to co-sign off on it. If I want to go outside, I'm going to go outside. If I want to go to a concert, I'm going to go to a concert. If I want to see a movie, go out to eat, whatever. If I want to do it and it makes me happy, I will go and do it. I do not need another person's permission to make me happy. And maybe that's where some of you guys need to get, like, very much in your Miley Cyrus, I can buy myself flowers phase of life. Like, it's great over here. You're not waiting for anybody else's validation. It's all about you. And people can call that selfish if they want to, but I'm not tied down to anyone right now. It's me, myself, and I am my happiness. So, I mean, maybe you guys might have people in your life, but hopefully those people in your life understand that these are the things that make you happy. And when you're happy, you want to make other people happy. You're able to recharge yourself, fill your cup, so then you're able to fill other people's cups. It's healthy to have different interests, and not be so codependent in your relationships with others because codependency is not a good thing. Vader, go lay down, please. Night night. He's starting to get anxious. He's scratching at his bed now. He's starting to get anxious. So that might be, like I said, I just started seeing repeat numbers, and previously that meant like karmic behaviors. So prepare yourself, because the reading from yesterday also not to have like, and if this ain't, I was getting ready to say the reading from yesterday said that someone was very, very sorry and possibly coming back in with an apology. And then this song, Don't Forget Me, which, by the way, I really love this song, though. Here comes the female. You guys want to meet her? Come here, Lily. She's not as, like, she's very skittish. She's not very trusting. Leave her alone. Oh, all the cats are in here now. Yeah, the divinity cat's underneath me. The masculine cat is over here trying to get attention again. And the female is just kind of circling around right now. So, like I said, the empaths right now are living their best life. The narcissists don't want you to forget about them. They see that you're doing good. You're moving on. They're feeling a little insecure, a little clingy. Might be coming back in. Look at them. Feeling maybe a little shameful. I mean, free will, like I said in the last reading, it's going to be up to you whether or not you decide to take them back into your life. It's your life. And you're going to have to decide whether or not you accept their apology and how you take that moving forward. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what to do as far as that. I'm just giving you a warning, 2333, that there may be a strong possibility that somebody from your past has an apology that they want to make, and they feel like, you know, please don't forget about me. I'm sorry. That could have to do with romance. That could have to do with friends, family. It could also have to do with a job situation. Just any type of relationship with someone where recently you've had a moment with them and maybe it ended abruptly. Maybe, you know, it was something way from a long time ago. Anyway, you and that person don't have a relationship really anymore. And maybe you've had signs popping up too, like maybe their name has popped up a lot, or like different things that remind you of that person have started to pop up. Maybe you've seen a car that looks like the car they drive, or you've been in different places and they're like, oh, is that them? But it's not them. Like, those are hints that that person is probably like, it's like a telepathic thing. They're pulling on your energy at that point in time and probably thinking about you. So pay attention to the signs. Somebody is all up in your energy right now and feeling remorseful and like, oh my God, what's going on? Did you move on? Do you still care about me? I'm sorry. And they might not even want to come to you, but they're just feeling that way, you know? But karmic's gonna karmic, and they're sitting over there because of their own choices, and now they've had some self-evaluation time to be like, you know what, damn, maybe I was, you know, fucked up. Maybe it was me. That's, you know, someone that's truly doing the self-reflection. If you're dealing with a narcissist, good luck. There's no self-reflection going on there. You're still the problem, and they're still mad at you because they're getting them tower moments, and they're mad at you that you're doing, how dare you be doing better than them. So they're like, don't forget me. I want to haunt you. I want you to feel like I'm the best thing that you ever had. When in reality, they feeling real secure because they know you the best thing that they ever had. So they want to play games up in your head. Don't let that happen. If you're dealing with one of those people, do not let that happen. Keep it moving. Get you some protection stones if you need to. Just be like, nope, 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 nope. 25, 55, because you got big changes coming. You ain't worried about it. Oh, and by the way, I did find that business card. So this is where I get all my crystals from. If you're interested, like she's got a Facebook, she's got Instagram, her number's there, email's there. So like I said, if you're interested in stuff like this and you don't have a way, but there's probably ways you can get it online, but give her some love if you can. This song is called Escape. So maybe you feel like you want to escape, because I'm going to tell you what, the winds of change are here. That's today what was going on. The winds were consistent with very small lulls. So like it was a consistent, like not too heavy, not too light wind, just nice, pleasant. But it would have very small periods and lulls where nothing was happening. So the way that I read that was like, going forward into the future, there may be times where we have like a lot of fast movement, a lot of change is happening, and we're like, yes, finally, things are happening, we're moving forward, hell yeah, dreams manifested, what's up? Like we might be in that energy, but then there may be lulls and times of stagnation where you're just like, I'm doing all the things and don't understand, like everything was going so good, and then all of a sudden it just kind of stopped. Do not get discouraged. That just happens. It's just sometimes we plateau or may even slide a little bit backwards, but that's when you're being tested. You're going to have to figure out like how to keep your energies balanced, keep in a positive state of mind. It is going to test you. When you get what you want, that's when you're tested the most. How humble are you going to be when you get these things that you've been asking for? Are you going to realize that that opportunity is there? Everything that you've been asking for this entire time, you finally get the opportunity, what are you going to do with it? Because if you're in that karmic pile over there, chances are that person that you screwed over at some point in time was somebody you were wishing for. That job situation and those friends that you had over there at some point in time was something that you were wishing for. Not you, but the karmic, something that they were wishing for, and they got that opportunity and they took it for granted and they squandered it. But you're the problem of why they chose poorly. Anyway, so the world right now is in like a wheel of fortune energy. Like the wheels are turning. Everything that was before, everybody that was getting all the advantages before, the way of life and how things used to work before, it's changing. The wheels are turning. Like they say, times must and always do change. Just like the earth always rotates and we always go through the seasons, no matter what's happening, it's still inevitable that this is going to happen. Populations come and go. We have civilizations that have literally existed and built things, like grand things that still exist now, you know, thousands of years later, and they're completely wiped off the earth right now. So who's to say we can't be next? I think sometimes human beings like really forget how like where their importance really stands. Just even generationally, get like 2 generations deep past you and see if they really remember who you are. Unless somebody's like holding on to your memory, then chances are no one's gonna know that you even existed. This song's called The Railroad. It's by Goodnight Texas. And this playlist is called Fire Pit because I like to spend a lot. Oh, there's the Matrix again. Maybe I'm opening it, or the portal. Clear reflection, like I said, it's a reflection within a reflection within a reflection. That's how dimensions work, basically, to sum it up. So somewhere way deep in there is another dimension, another reality, another version of myself and this moment. Just think of it like that. So the railroad, yeah, we are on the train. Remember, we are moving forward. Progress in life. The train is here. Good night. Goodbye. We're on the way to better and big things. So yes, that's where the Wheel of Fortune energy is coming. Like, times must and always do change because things are being orchestrated in the background and they're being aligned to you. The people that you need in your life are coming into alignment for you, the events, the opportunities. But the stagnant moments, just remember that sometimes they're happening because you need moments to rest as well. Like, you are ascending. You're vibrating at a higher frequency, so sometimes you need to rest and recuperate. So if you are living your life in that fast-paced life, then sometimes you're going to get knocked down because you're not taking heed. You're not taking care of yourself to rest. So sometimes the Lord, Most High, Divine, whoever, they're going to create a situation that's going to make you have to rest. So be mindful of that. Things are changing fast. 3111, instantly manifesting, if you will. Thank you guys so much for hanging in there with me. And, you know, staying for another episode of Manifesting with Mana. So I will eventually get back. Just to give you guys a preview of what I'm going to be reviewing. I have Sectarian, Botswana Agate, Bandit Agate or Agate, whatever. Picasso Jasper, Kabamba Jasper, or also known as Crocodile Jasper, Tree Agates, or Agate, Dalmatian Jasper, 3222. Okay, and there it is. The masculine energy somehow got a hold of this and is playing with it on the floor. And that's what I'm talking about. That's the energy he's always in. Somebody else's stuff, taking somebody else's stuff, seeking validation, or antagonizing. Get out of here. Bye. Ruby Kyanite. Hey, I love him, but he is very much the embodiment of masculine energy I'm not fond of sometimes. Green Opal. This is one of my favorite songs too. I'm a very big Smiths fan. This is a song from the movie The Craft 2. They did not sing it, but I love Morrissey's voice. Morrissey is very big into, you know, veganism and the whole healing our planet consciousness, tune out of the news, get your own mind kind of mindset. Like, he was definitely before his time. So very Joaquin Phoenix about his energy. 3333, so maybe a ascended master on earth. But Bumblebee Jasper, we shut your mouth, how can you say I go about things the wrong way? Alright, Rutilated Quartz. So these are the ones that I'm going to be reviewing whenever I get back around to wanting to do the crystals. Maybe tomorrow, maybe tonight if I feel like it. And also honey calcite. Alright, well, thank you guys for hanging out. Hopefully you picked up something that resonated with you. Let me know. Like I said, I like to get the feedback if there's something I can change up. If something, you know, stood out to you. Have you been enjoying the crystal stuff, the music stuff? Like, just let me know. I'm trying to, you know, make this as digestible for you guys as well, but at the same time, authentically staying true to myself. So you guys have definitely gotten to know who I am as a person. I am also a vapor. So there will be times where sometimes you'll see me probably do that as well. But authentically me 100% of the time if you're over here on my YouTube channel. Of course, I'm a little bit more watered down over at the Alchemist Tribe because that is not my group, but I still put my little sprinkle in there, little fairy dust into this room, you know. But on my Facebook, I can be a little bit more myself, you know, within reason. But over here on YouTube, you're getting it 100% pure love. So thank you guys for being here. Hope you had a good time. Until next time, love and light, guys.